So we have some smaller biopsies here this time. These are probably either a cryobiopsy or larger transbronchial biopsies. And we once again see this alveolar lung parenchyma. And so when you're looking at the lung parenchyma, you really want to make a concerted effort to look at all the components of the lung. And so specifically, you want to look at the interstitium, you want to look at the air spaces, as well as you want to look at the vessels as well. So in this case, when we're looking at it, the interstitium looks pretty good, nice, relatively thin alveolar septum, maybe a little bit expanded by some inflammatory cells. I think really the abnormality here is within these air spaces, where you have this kind of material accumulating within the air spaces. And if we look at it a bit closer, we notice that it has a bit of this kind of frothy appearance to it as well, and where it's kind of has a mix of almost looking like fibrin, but it appears bubbly or frothy here as well. And so those are some key buzzwords for this diagnosis. And the other thing you notice is that it's relatively poor in inflammatory cell infiltrate, where we have some, but really it's not a lot of reaction to this. And so this kind of particular exudate is really pathognomonic for a pneumocystis. And so in these cases, it's really important that we do a GMS. So this is a GMS stain from a different case, and I think you can nicely see the positivity of the pneumocystis organisms here. And so on GMS, we typically see them as these clusters, and it's within this kind of frothy exudate. They can have this round, flattened appearance, and some of these flattened appearances actually makes them look like they're almost like a crushed ping pong ball. So if you were to take one of those small white ping pong balls and crush it, you might get an appearance like this. And then in many of them, you see that within the organism here, you have this kind of darker staining body. And so this is known as the intracystic body as well. So the main differential for this is histoplasmosis and cryptococcus. Histo is typically smaller and will show budding. Pneumocystis shouldn't show any budding. And cryptococcus varies more in size, and they often have a thick capsule. And so this is a nice classic case of a pneumocystis.